Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Zari and you guys watching Finance Square. In today's video, we're going to be reviewing 2020 major event that helped us reach where we are today. I'm talking about DeFi, yield farming, stablecoin, and many more. I'm also going to be revealing my 7-day strategy where we set the goal to reach 20, 40, and 60% with my 3 different strategies, where we actually reach our target within 3 days. So stay within and let's dig in.
I'm going to start straight away by explaining what is DeFi, what is yield farming, and then we're going to go dig even further. So DeFi stands for decentralized finance. The whole concept of it is to find an alternative solution for the centralized, that is, banking system, where anyone from anywhere around the world is able to access banking system. So basically lending, borrowing, and it's transparent, and you can do it from anywhere around the world. This is the whole concept, which also evolved last year to yield farming by this project called Compound, where they created a reward system where you can actually lend your token or borrow, and in exchange you're going to get a new token for this specific borrowing or lending, which created this token called EFI, Curve, and many other DeFi or yield farming token, which generated initially a ridiculous return and reward. And the other thing that also helped to accelerate the decentralized exchanges was the fact that they found a very cool incentive to get people to deposit their cryptocurrency holding for the purpose of increasing the liquidity in exchange. So for those who don't know, any exchange or any broker need it's called market maker. So a market maker is someone that is willing to be on the buy and on the seller side. So they need to have both of the assets. So if you want to trade a token called X with Bitcoin, you need to have a supply of Bitcoin, and you need to have a supply of X, and you need to maintain the buy and sell rate, and you need to obviously have maybe a slight gap. So if right now the value of 1 Bitcoin to X, it's equal to 1, so obviously you might have 1 to 1 or 1 to 1.0001, and then the market maker will probably make the difference between the buy and sell. That will be his profit, and sometimes you're also going to get a fixed fee from the platform, from the exchange. So by getting people from all around the world to deposit their own cryptocurrency and to get reward, it also helped the whole ecosystem of DeFi and all these decentralized exchanges. So this is in a nutshell what happened in 2020, and obviously we saw a lot of new DeFi tokens that were created with ridiculous reward and interest that at some point got stabilized. Now this is what's happening, so I'm actually going to go and review the following. So these are the current top decentralized exchanges, which is leading by Uniswap. Uniswap currently own 40% of the market share they had in the last 24 hours, $867 million. Just to compare to Binance, for example, Binance have $40 billion currently a day, which is insane. So still, it's not bad, it's still good. It's us contributing and actually believing the whole ecosystem of DeFi, which is help Uniswap and SushiSwap and other decentralized exchange to reach those levels. Now there is one thing that I actually want to talk about, is the devaluation of the dollar. The dollar just in the last 12 months has lost 7% of its value. So as you probably realize, most of the cryptocurrency are priced in dollar, and this is obviously something that will affect in our favor. So if you look at the price of Bitcoin, any cryptocurrency, most likely is getting a stronger valuation because the dollar lost 7% of its value in the last 12 months. This is obviously something to really take into consideration. Now I know that a lot of you guys are actually staking or using DeFi, where you actually are lending your Ethereum or your cryptocurrency, and then you're getting in return a stable coin, if it's DAI, any other peg dollar stablecoin. Now I'm going to review toward the end and show you what is the current return on those stablecoin, and maybe just holding a stablecoin during a rally is not a good idea, and I'll explain shortly why. Now I also want to cover all the top stablecoin to see what was the growth in the past 12 months. So if you look at pesos, for example, Paxos Standard, for example. Paxos Standard, it initially had a market cap of 261, and right now it's still 245. It's actually quite stable. It's probably one of the only cryptocurrency or stablecoin that's backed dollar that hasn't really moved in market valuation. Now we're also going to look at the falling. So the falling is we're looking at DAI. DAI had an insane grow. So if you look here at so DAI went live, from what you can see here on market cap, in around the 22nd of January. We're looking at $96 million. That was the whole market cap, and now we're looking at $1.3 billion. That is 100 times growth almost, if I'm not mistaken. So from 90, so we're like, sorry, it's tenfold, my bad. So we're talking about tenfold growth. So we're like 96, we went to, so it's actually, I would say, around 14 to 15 times growth in the last 12 months, which is insane. And let's look at other stablecoins. So we have here Binance US dollar, so Binance USD. So when it went live, it was around February 2020, it was around $17 million. Now it's around $1 billion, which is an insane amount of money. I'm talking about times 80 growth of Binance. Now the reason you can actually explain the growth, because Binance is using Binance USD as an incentive to get people to maybe trade on it instead of trading on other stablecoin. They're probably giving more discount or more liquidity, or they're trying to get any new token to be paired to this new stablecoin that they created. So that's obviously an explanation as to why there's such a big market cap. Also need to take into consideration that in the last 12 months, Binance has increased dramatically their offering, from adding option, from obviously growing their future product, which is something that also is pegged to their stablecoin. So let's look at other stablecoin, which is actually quite new. It's called HUSD, which has $149 million market cap, and now it has 300. So this is actually just went up times 2. It started around May. Let's look at another stablecoin called Terra USD, which I think it's slightly different. It's more similar to DAI, not like Paxos that actually I think they are audited. They have the money in the bank. This is actually slightly different. And we're looking here at around, if you look here, $23 million around December 2020. And now we're looking at $185 million, almost times 9 growth, which is also very nice. And you can also see here in USDC, which is from Coinbase, I'll say here they already were quite high. So if you look here October, we're looking at $2 billion to $4 billion, $4.5 billion, so just double. And then you have obviously Tether, that was around, if I'm not mistaken, we're talking about $4 billion to $23 billion. So all this just to give you an idea how big the stablecoin are and how important it is to the ecosystem. Without stablecoin, the market cap, the cryptocurrency will not be successful, and we'll see this ridiculous gain. Now let's briefly go over my 7-day strategy. So we have yesterday we reached our, if you look here at the low risk, for example. So just a reminder, we lost the first day, we had a negative 29%. Second day we were positive 5%. Third day we made 26%, and today we are 37% gain. Remember, the goal was 20, 40, or 60%. Depending what were your goal, you obviously should, if you reach those goals, obviously look at taking those profit. Now for the medium risk, we were had a drawdown of 65% the first day, second day 10%, third day we have here 73% gain, and today we have around 72% gain. This is our for our day 4. So obviously we already reached our target. Again, it's probably a good time to look at selling and take profit. So just to have approximately, you can put 70 if you want percent or 60%, but the goal was to make 24 or 60 based on those 3 different strategy. And the high risk, just for you guys to remember, we lost everything on the first day because of the big flash crash that we had on that day. So now let's go over now and show you guys what's happening right now. So the DeFi, the total value that is locked in the DeFi it's $9.8 billion, and we see that the whole momentum is actually growing month by month, and this is insane. So what I would like to discuss is the following. So remember when I said that the dollar is getting devalued by more than 7.6% in the last 12 months. So think about it now. You decide you want to enter the DeFi market. You take your Bitcoin, you take your Ethereum, or any other cryptocurrency that support this platform for you to stake and get the stablecoin or interest rate, for example. So we say that the current devaluation of dollar is 7.6. It might be the same this year. It might get better. It might get worse. We don't know. We have to wait and see. So whoever is actually doing DeFi, actually staking or earning interest on the cryptocurrency in a stablecoin, you should probably convert it right away. And I also want to explain to you why. If a year ago your $100 was worth $100, today it's worth $93 or $92.4. This is exactly what I mean. So if you were to borrow or to lend $100 on a DeFi system, and then you're gonna get a 7% interest, you actually didn't get anything. If you think about it, because you're probably gonna wait, you're gonna say, you know what, this is gonna help me. I'm actually borrowing and helping the ecosystem. You are helping the ecosystem, but right now is the time to act. If you are now staking any of your token or any cryptocurrency, and as a reward you're getting stablecoin, you do not want to hold any stablecoin during a rally. The only time you want to hold a stablecoin is during uncertainty, during when the market is going down, and this is not the time. Right now we're seeing almost every day or every 2 days the market is going higher and higher, breaking another record, and you do not want to hold a coin or a stable coin is pegged to dollar that is being devaluated every month or every year. So this is something for you guys to really consider. So I see some people going to probably be looking for those DeFi yield farming of those exotic token with those ridiculous return, which is obviously much better than getting 7%, but there's obviously a lot of risk. So if you are staking your cryptocurrency and you're getting you DAI or any other stable coin, you should probably straight away, if you can, convert it to any cryptocurrency like Bitcoin, Ethereum, or any cryptocurrency that right now is growing dramatically. So if it take you to stake, think about it. If right now you are depositing, let's say, $1,000 worth of Ethereum to this DeFi system, and in return you're getting, let's say, $400 as an example. So you take this $400 and then you can obviously decide to convert it to any Bitcoin or Ethereum. Obviously there's a risk of, if you're going to convert this stablecoin, this DAI or any stablecoin, USDT for example, to cryptocurrency, the risk is, if right now we're going to have a big correction when the market goes down, you're obviously going to lose your staking. So this is also something for you guys to consider. So I wanted to just highlight that right now I'm not foreseeing a lot of people holding the stablecoin, because who want to hold a stablecoin they're going to give you in a year 7%? Right now most of the cryptocurrency is generating just in 7 days 40%, even some cases 300%. Why you want to hold such a coin? The only reason you should be staking or joining DeFi is when you are entering bearish market. Right now we're in a bullish market, and you do not need to go and stake and hold any stablecoin. The only reason you should hold stablecoin if you reach target and you're actually planning to exit, and if you're foreseeing a big market correction. Until next time, bye bye.